During last lesson, I showed you how to model and practically create a database from scratch using Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio Database Modeler. Now I'm gonna show you another way how to create it using SQL language. I click New Query and I type in capital create database, and let's create auto insurance database. Oh. And after I set create database with database name command, I need to say to I need to say to SQL engine to do it. So I type go. In Microsoft SQL Server, it's very easy. Highlight the command you wanna do and click execute. Command is completed successfully. Let me see database refresh. Here it is, auto insurance. Now, we start working out the database table. So, first of all, we need to say use this database. And first of all, create table, and first table, auto insurance is usually policy. Policy, parenthesis. You might use semicolon in Microsoft SQL Server, it doesn't require. So first of all, create what's gonna be policy number or policy ID. Policy. Usually it's not policy ID, it's policy number. Number. We need to create this one as a reference key and assign an identity. So for identity, it's integer. Then, primary key, I meant. Identity, comma. After which, policy holder. Holder, it should be name, so N. $50, it's better capital always. And it should be, you remember last time we were asked null or not null. Obviously, policyholder name should be not null, comma, after which it's policy status. Could be active, not active also. Simply copy, paste. It should be policy status, it shouldn't be probably null, I assume. Then, after which, how much policy cost? So, policy, price, cost, amount, policy cost, okay. Should be money. And it could be null if policy is not active. Then obviously policy creation date, or simply without policy, we don't know, we creation date, obviously as date, would be null. I started with capital, I should put everything in capital. Then policy effective date, obviously as date, null. And policy expiration date as date, policy is not active, it could be null. Now let's see. Let me see. So right now I need to highlight all of this and run this create table. Let's see. I highlight all of this. Do not forget, we need to say which database to use. Use, then create table policy. Highlight, execute. Complete commands completed successfully. Let's see our auto insurance. We refresh it. Let me see tables. Here it is. DB04 database object policy right here. Let me open it for design. Exactly what we created right now. Now I continue. Next would be probably create table driver. I'll copy all of this. First of all, I need to start with this. As a model, copy. Now, driver. First of all, driver ID. I will clean all of this. So driver ID as primary key. Integer, primary key, identity. Then we need to create a reference to the table policy, because policy can have one or more drivers. So the relationship from policy table to driver table, it would be one to many. So policy number, next field, policy number, also integer. Now the command references. And references which table? Table policy. And then table policy, what we reference? This one, policy number. Policy number, comma. So we created primary key and foreign key to the table policy. Now, driver has name. Driver, or better, first name, it's obviously gonna be this one data type, but it could be null. Same as last name. Last name, it could be null. Then, after which, obviously, date of birth, sorry. It's gonna be as date. If driver is not active, I'll set it to null, okay. After which, let's say, social insurance number, we need some document. Social insurance number. It could be in different formats, so I'll put it like that, okay. Should be numeric, but whatever. Then, license number. Driving license number. I'll copy this one. It could be in different format, in different states, in different countries. Then license let's say effective date. Date should be as date, after which license expiration date, date, after which, let's say, gender, it could be gender. Gender, let's say it's, it could be 10, I don't know. Null, then Marshall status, it could be data type and varchar null. And then obviously we need some kind of contact. Driver, phone, number. It should be numeric usually. Don't know, I'll set it 10. Then here also numeric. I could for license number, no. A numerical set here. So social insurance number, let's say. Okay. Then driver's phone number, driver's email. Email or contact email, better. Contact phone number. Phone number. Then contact email would be properly. Obviously, it's not numeric, it should be this one. Then, what else we might leave here? I think it's maybe notes. Notes. Notes for a driver. It's fine by me. Okay, so right now we create another table. We're gonna be using auto insurance database which we created. We're gonna be creating table driver. We're gonna set driver ID as primary key with identity, and we're gonna reference policy number, same as integer here, to the policy table, policy number. Let me see. Okay, let's execute it. Let's go for it. Okay. All you need is to highlight it. That's why I like Microsoft SQL Server, and click execute. Command completed successfully. Let me see auto insurance. I'll refresh it. Tables. Here it is, driver. I'll right click, always check design, as you can see. Okay, that's what we right now created. And let's say we need to create another table. Vehicles. So I'll copy first one. You could use semicolon. It's required in other databases. However, in Microsoft SQL Server is not required. You can do without it. Semicolon means execute command. Okay. So I'm creating another one, and it's gonna be vehicle. Vehicle ID. Vehicle ID would be. Okay, then we need another one. I don't need it. I'll copy this comment. Then vehicle is attached to policy. So it's practically same. In table vehicle, we create policy number, which attached to policy number, because policy contract has vehicle. Okay, so we created same. Now, let me see what else we can make. Okay, so first of all, make or model, car model. I'll say it vehicle model, no, make vehicle brand as, and I'd say right here, I'll copy it, not null, on null. I'll say it not null. Okay. Then it should be vehicle brand. We have brand, we have year, should be date, not null. Null's not allowed for such things. Then let me think. Vehicle color should be this one. It could be null, and 10 is enough. Remove date. Okay. After which, let me see. So we have brand, year, color. Okay, it could be some kind of trim probably. And somebody makes it, says it's gonna be make or trim. Okay. What else could be? Vehicle brand and so on. But before all of this, need to do something else. I need to do VIN, vehicle identification number. Not null. Then vehicle identification number. We start with VIN, identification number, brand, year, color, trim. Okay, probably enough here. And vehicle plate, license plate. License plate number properly. License plate number. This should be enough. Let's say I'll make it 20. Okay. License plate number. And what else? Let's say it should be mileage, odometer reading. Mileage. Okay. Vehicle mileage. Some people like odometer reading, or so on. Mileage. Mileage, it should be numeric, definitely. I'll take it from here. Okay, and let's say something else is left. Let's say, notes probably. I'll steal notes from here. Notes. Okay, notes. Okay, so all I need to do now, let me check if no any errors. Right now, I highlight all this. We're supposed to reference policy number. I highlight it and I'll execute it. Let's execute it. Seems like it's done. Let me refresh. Let's see tables. All three tables. Policy, driver, vehicle. Let me see vehicle, right click. Always look at design. Okay, that's what we did right now. Okay. Okay, very good. Script is good. Now, let us create a database diagram for auto insurance. I click under database diagram, click new one. Yeah, I want it. I want all three tables, add and close. As you can see, if we used our SQL script right, we created using script a database totally with primary to foreign key relationships. Let me zoom it down for 75%. And this is it. This is how it works. All you need to be passionate, okay, to be careful for detail. It's not so difficult to do. Using script, you need to develop the proper approach. That's it. Once again, we have policy. Policy can have one or many drivers, and policy to the same policy could be bound one or many vehicles. Very good. Success. See you in the next lectures.